Okay, I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Mrs. Cooper. I'm a biology education major at BYU Idaho, so I'm getting ready to become a science teacher like Mrs. Merrill. Last meet. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand you each out a piece of paper. Okay, and I want you guys to draw a Venn diagram. Do you know what those are?
Yeah.
Yes.
Diagrams of the two circles that
Cross in the middle. And what do the Venn diagrams do? What are they used for? Comparing and contrasting. Exactly.
We didn't have the paper. No paper.
Well, that's too
Pass
bad.
it down, please. Okay.
What's this called again?
A Venn diagram. Yes, sir.
You want us to do a landscape or
Whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter too much.
What's a bit?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Are we writing something on this or are we just drawing?
Just draw the Venn diagram. Oh, there it is.
The screen is coming.
It is working. Okay. So what's going to come up is there's going to be two pictures side by side. Okay? And they're each going to be similar in things but different. I want you to make as many comparisons and contrasts as you can. Okay? And I'll just give you a few minutes. So I'm going to go turn off one of the lights. Okay. Some of you might already know what this is. Some of you might not. So you can label the top of your circles diagram card 1 and diagram card 2. Okay? I heard some people notice. So can you guys see that all right? I know it's a little bit fuzzy. Okay? So make as many observations as you can about this. Okay?
It's the best thing.
I'll give you just a few minutes to do that. It's okay if your circles aren't perfect. It'll be okay.
No, they have to be perfect. You got to grade them on their artwork.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I can draw a perfect circle every single time.
Yes.
Same here.
I did pretty good.
Okay, so go ahead and compare and contrast what you see.
Hashtag 2.
You know what paper?
I think
Did everybody else get a paper?
Oh.
So yeah, on the outside of the circles is where you write the differences, and in the middle is where you write the same.
So like, let's say there's a snake on this side, a snake on that side, and we put those in the middle.
Yeah. Is there a snake on the other one?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. This is making sure you have the same thing.
One of them just looks like there's two problems. One has a lot more mammals.
Okay, pay attention to the lines. What is similar and different about the lines? Not necessarily the shape of the lines, but the number and what they might be representing. Another minute or so to finish up. It's okay if you don't get everything down. Okay, I'm going to give you about 30 seconds to talk to your neighbor to see what you guys had to say and what you had differently. So if you don't have neighbors, turn around and
I know, that's why I said change. don't start out with the sun.
They don't start out with the sun?
That's correct.
That's a good observation. Yeah. Okay, there's prey and predators. Okay, that's all right.
They all have birds and bugs and worms.
So there's a wide variety of animals. Okay, what else is there?
They both have snake and wolf.
Okay, one more.
They both have predators.
They both have predator and prey. Right. Okay, what's different between the two of them? Yes.
The giant one is more simplified. That includes
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, so it might be more realistic maybe of an ecosystem.
Yeah. Diagram 2 has bigger predators.
They have bigger predators.
Diagram 2 has
They have mammals. All right. Any other differences you guys can see between the two of them?
Diagram 2 has more animals.
There's more animals.
Diagram 2 has an animal eating off of the tree.
Okay. So there are a lot of similarities and there's a lot of differences. Who knows what this chain is called?
Food chain.
Food chain.
I said 2.
No, I didn't. No, you didn't.
I heard it from several people.
Stop.
Okay, so this is a food chain. It's like you said, it's a simpler, there's less organisms in it, okay? And the energy just flows. What do you think these arrows mean? Yeah, what do you think? I saw an idea? No? Yeah, what do you think?
The lower ones closer to the bottom are is each of the prey.
Okay.
The higher they are.
Yeah, so it kind of goes from prey to bigger predators, right?
Yeah, so the organism at the bottom is the grass, and then it just goes up and up.
Yeah, so these arrows might be the energy flowing through it, right? Okay. Yeah.
Grasshoppers, grass frogs, grasshopper snakes, frog, monkeys,
Okay, so then what is this one called? What is it? It's a food web. Why do you think they call it a food web?
It's just like a web.
What do you think?
It's kind of like a web because it has all the
Yeah.
arrows.
So what each of them eat? So like for instance, the bird, what does the bird eat? The beetle, the caterpillar, and the grass. Because you guys only eat one thing.
Yeah.
Every day, the same thing all day.
Strictly
every day,
sushi.
for your whole life.
Yes, I do.
No, we don't eat one thing. We eat multiple things. We have different food sources, right? So this shows all the different food sources that these organisms might have. Yeah. Okay, probably not all of them.
Squirrel.
Saying in general.
Squirrel and the chipmunk.
You're right. There's probably something that's more complete, right? And again, all these arrows are showing where the energy is flowing. Okay? But where does energy come from in the very beginning? Where do the plants get their energy from? The sun, right? That's where all the energy in our ecosystem comes from. I'm the sun today, so I'm wearing yellow. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Anyway. Anyway, okay. So I have a short video that's going to help explain this a little bit better. No, you're totally fine.
Oh, this circle is. I have to work on the second circle here.
Yeah, this is just, it's just a big deal now. We're going to turn it off for a second, just in case something bad comes up. So just, here, just, it's good. I just broke. Oh, wait, where'd it go? Oh, the click's wrong. That's why. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so I have a short video for you guys to watch. Take notes up below your Venn diagram or beside it or something like that. Of things that you might not have known or that you might have questions on, okay? Or that might help you understand this a little bit better. Okay. Let's get this part. Okay.
In order to get the energy and materials required for nutrition. Ultimately, the sun is the initial source of energy in nearly all living things. The food chain begins with an organism that can utilize this energy directly to make its own food. The arrows in the food chain follow the flow of energy, so they always go from the food and point to the feeder. So, for example, if the grass uses energy from the sun, the zebra eats the grass, a lion then eats the zebra.
Zebra.
Think of it as
He's English.
the last of the next organism. The chain always ends with the top predator, which is not preyed upon by other organisms, but only consumed by decomposers after death. Typically, food chains involve around 4 steps. It is unusual for them to be longer because energy is lost between each step, and so the energy available for the next organism decreases. It is lost in a number of ways. It can be lost as heat during respiration, or it can be lost in waste materials such as feces. When you consider all the food chains in the habitat and join them all together to get a food web, diagram the interconnections between lots of organisms. Populations are interdependent on each other, and you will notice that some organisms have more than one predator, whilst others don't. This means that when a food web is altered, it has different effects on different populations. If one species goes extinct, it can affect the entire system with unpredictable results. So let's take the food web of a woodland environment as an example. This food web
Okay, we're going to stop it right there for just a second. Okay, so I want you to take a look at this food web. And we're going to put names to all of these different organisms, okay? So, who knows what the plants are called? Does anyone know what the plants are called? A plant, okay. But in a food chain, what? No? Yeah, it's called a producer, okay? So plants are called producers. Why do you think they're called producers?
Because you can eat off them.
Okay? They produce their own food, okay? Because they can take that sunlight and convert it into energy that they use to grow, right?
That's the only way everything else can.
Right. Okay, so we have all these plants that can convert sunlight into energy. These are producers, okay? So what about the animals that eat the producers? What do you think they're called? Consumers, exactly. So all of these animals up here, these are all consumers, okay? And it depends on what level they're on as to what kind of consumer they are. So like the snail would be a primary consumer because it's the first one to eat the plants, right? Does that make sense? Any questions? Raise your hand if you're like, what the heck did you just say? Get it? I must be a perfect teacher.
Yes.
Okay, so we have primary consumers. Okay, what do you think the second level is called? Secondary consumers. Perfect. Okay, so these are the animals that probably eat the primary consumers most of the time, right? You see the rat eats the bug, the mouse eats the snail, whatever that is, the rat. Okay, so the secondary consumers are the ones that eat the primary consumers. Are you starting to see this pattern?
But what about the spider? Which one would that be? Wouldn't that be the secondary consumer?
The spider eats owls.
Yeah, spider is a secondary consumer in this case. That's very good. Okay, but can the mouse also be a primary consumer?
Yeah.
Because it eats the plants, right?
Oh,
Yeah, that can get kind of tricky sometimes. Okay, but generally these guys are going to be your secondary consumers. Yes, sir.
So, does the spider eat the rat because the arrow pointed to it?
no.
No, he
Oh.
gets eaten by
Oh,
that.
okay, I was like, that's weird.
So it kind of depends on which chain you're looking at. That's a good question.
Yes.
Because look at it. Because look at it. We have so many different food chains in here, right? Because we could say that the plant is eaten by the cricket, which is eaten by the mouse, which is eaten by the owl.
What's the difference between the black and the spider?
One of them's probably a rat. I don't know.
The white one's the rat.
It doesn't matter. Anyway, so what would that make the owl? Does the owl have two predators in this case?
No.
No? So what would the owl be considered?
Wouldn't it be like the main?
Yeah, so
Third
Top of the food chain?
So it's called the third level consumer or tertiary consumer. They basically mean the same thing.
Tertiary.
It's spelled T-E-R-T-I-A-R-Y. Tertiary.
It means three.
T-E-R-T-I-A-R-Y. It's tertiary. Or third level consumer, you can call it either one. Okay?
I'm gonna try to take this
So-
strike.
I have a question for you guys. What would happen if we took out the snail? What if the snails all went extinct right away? What do you think?
Wouldn't there be more ferns?
There might be more ferns, okay? What else would happen?
Then the white mouse would be able to eat very many things.
Yes, then its only food source would be the cricket or whatever that thing is.
And the spider, and the spider.
And
the
okay, but it loses one of its food
And the
sources.
ladybug.
Okay, you're right.
No, it doesn't do ladybug.
Okay, what else would happen? What would happen if this animal, what would happen to the population of maybe the owls as a result?
It might go down.
It could go down, huh?
The other animals.
I think the spider would die. The rest would start going extinct. We wouldn't go extinct because it's so they're nice.
Either way. Okay, what would happen if the plants went extinct in this area? What would happen? What do you think? Everything would go down a lot, wouldn't it? Because they would lose the prime, that base food source would no longer be available. Okay? Awesome. So, does anyone have any questions on food web and food chains?
Okay, so on the right side with all those arrow plants, I mean the owl eats every single one of these things.
Yeah, so the owl can eat the mouse, the rat, it can eat the spider, the beetle. It doesn't say that it eats these two, but it probably could if it wanted to, you know. So this is like the top dog in this ecosystem, right? He doesn't get meat.
Well,
He doesn't eat plants. He's
I
not a
just didn't
vegetarian.
know that,
He's a
ladybugs eat spiders.
Apparently they do. Do you see that? That the ladybugs eat the spiders? What? I don't know how realistic
That
this
looks
one
more
is,
like a bee.
but it gives a good idea.
So that ladybugs eat spiders.
Don't mostly birds mostly eat anything.
Birds eat a lot of things. They eat a lot of bugs. They eat a lot of plants.
Chicken
stuff like that.
spiders.
Some spiders can. They have some really big spiders.
Birds can eat.
yeah, but
Okay.
Bugs can eat bats.
Awesome. So everyone's crystal clear on food webs and food chains, right? So what is this called? What is the plant called?
A
Producer. What is this one? Okay, what is this one?
Trisomy
Primary.
Primary.
Primary. Okay. I know, I heard a couple different names.
Sharia.
And what about this one?
Tertiary.
Tertiary, or third level, right? Okay, so we have a super fun activity. I've been so excited to do this activity for like the past week and a half. Okay, I'm gonna turn the light on real quick.
Is it chicken nuggets?
All right, I have one more paper to pass out to you guys. Okay, no, yeah, we do.
Is it a worksheet?
It's your lab report, okay? Because this is a lab. You guys are scientists. You're gonna be finding out how energy flows through these food webs and food chains. Scientists are cool. Okay? So I have this worksheet, and this is where you're gonna take all your data, and you're gonna find out all sorts of cool things. So, hand them out, and then write them out. Okay, so for this activity, what we're going to do is you guys are each going to be an organism. Okay, so you're going to be assigned one.
I'll be thinking this.
I already have 3 assigned organisms, so I'll tell you about it in some second. Let me get these finished passes Yes. Oh, you got 2 extra? Thank you. This that's why we did that. So we are missing 3. Okay. I have to take new organisms out of my bucket.
Wait.
No, they're not. I forgot. Okay, so I have here my bucket of organisms. Okay. And in here I have sunflowers. What would the sunflowers be? Primary producers. Yep. Okay. And then I have mice, which are going to be our primary consumers. Right.
Mice. Wouldn't the bugs be primary?
There's a bunch.
wait, did you said primary consumers twice?
I know. I'm going to say primary producer.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to write this on the board so it doesn't get so confusing. Okay, so I have sunflowers. Sorry, I'm right over you guys. Which are what? Producers. Okay, and then I have mice, which are primary. I have snakes. Oh, I spelled snakes wrong. Which are going to be our secondary. I have raccoons, which are also secondary. We have two secondary organisms in this food chain, food web. And I have a cougar.
A tertiary.
A tertiary. Okay, so these are the organisms that are in our food web. Okay? So each of you are going to get one. Okay?
I'm gonna be.
There's only one here.
Maybe. Okay? And what the goal of this is we're going to see how energy flows. Okay? So you got to listen really close because I'm going to give instructions on what we're going to do. Okay? So each of you are going to get an organism. And let's say I randomly pull out, I'm a snake. Okay? So my snake, I start with 24 energy points. So first what you're going to do is you see those little boxes with all the stuff, and it says organism 1. Right next to it, I'm going to write snake. So you're going to write whatever organism you're getting, okay? And then starting energy points is 24. So you write that in your starting energy points right next to it. You following? So far so good?
Yes.
Okay. So then what I'm going to have you do is you can't tell anybody what your organism is. Keep it a secret.
Don't
okay?
write snake, guys.
Don't write snake because you're not a snake. This is just an example. Unless you actually are. Okay. Okay. Okay, so what's going to happen is you're going to keep yours a secret. You're just going to write down what your organism is and what your starting energy points is. Then everyone's going to stand up, push their chairs in, and you're going to walk quietly around the room until I say P. Yes.
What are you supposed to like put for your starting?
It's going to tell you how many points you start with. It's going to be like, I think it's going to be the
What
first
do you
or
mean
second.
by round 1, round 2, round?
You'll see.
Oh, you can die.
So, you're going to stand up, push your chairs in, and quietly walk around. And when I say P, you're going to stop at somebody, whoever you're standing next to, okay? You're going to say, can I eat you? Okay? And if you're a sunflower, you're probably not going to be able to eat anyone, right? Okay? So, and whatever it says. So like for instance, say that I run into the cougar.
Yo,
I'm going to lose 10 energy points. Okay? But if I run into a mouse, I'm going to gain 5 energy points. Okay? So it tells you all the different possibilities that you can have. Okay?
Do raccoons eat snakes?
They don't. They fight each other and they both lose energy points. Okay, so if you're looking just for a few more minutes and then we'll get to how the fun part. Okay, so we're going to do that 4 times. You're going to encounter another animal 4 times, okay? And each time, for round 1, you're going to say, I gained 10 energy points, or I lost 4. Second round, I lost 3 energy points, okay? So each round, yes.
How do you know how many it was?
It'll tell you right on your slip, okay? So say I run into a sunflower. If I run into a sunflower, then I lost 2 energy points.
Wait, really?
What's the energy lost from
That's because you can't eat it.
Wait, why? I'll get into it.
You're carnivore.
Yeah, you're carnivore. Okay? Yes.
Do we tell
This
when we run into someone, do we tell them what?
Yeah, then you tell them what you are, okay?
Okay.
If you're can you be also primary concern? So you also need to be plants?
It depends on what you're supposed to, okay? So it's going to tell you. What? Maybe, we're going to find out, okay?
I'm gonna be
Unless like the cougar keeps running into sunflowers.
Right up here, we're almost there, okay? I know that it's a little bit confusing, but when you get your slip of paper, you can read through all the possibilities, okay? Okay, so we're going to do that we're going to do 4 rounds of that for this organism, okay? And then at the end, we'll talk about heat, or energy loss from heat. We'll talk about that after we do the 4 rounds, okay?
Nothing beats a cougar.
Maybe.
Sunflowers do.
So I want,
they're all high.
So I was just answer the first two questions.
We're gonna, yeah, we're gonna do that in just a second. Do you have a question?
Yes. So we're doing like we only get one organism, and we're doing that first box only.
So when you do the first organism, we're gonna do 4 rounds with that. So then you're gonna fill in each of these boxes. Okay.
And are we gonna do like the second and third organism?
We'll see where we're at with time. I was hoping we can get to do this 3 times, but if not, we might have to adjust it. Okay.
Okay.
So what I want you to do before I hand out these organisms is there's 2 questions at the top. It says, which organism do you think will lose the most energy points? And which organism do you think will gain the most energy points? And one other thing I forgot to say is that every round the sunflower gets a point from photosynthesis from the sun. So it produces its own
Wait,
energy.
so is someone gonna be the sun?
No,
That's gonna be you.
remember, I'm the sun. I give energy to the sunflowers.
Great.
And everybody's gonna keep trying to.
Wait, what if we run the sun?
in New Mexico?
What if you get 0 points in like the second?
What happens if you run out of energy points?
You die. But wouldn't the sun be stronger than the tertiary?
So-
to burn it?
So what would you put down?
For 3 and.
Just put zeros. But I don't think you'll run out that fast.
Yes, who's dead?
Okay, so go ahead and answer those first 2 questions. Write a hypothesis. Who's going to gain the most energy points and who's going to lose the most energy points?
Can they do the same thing?
No, if they're going to do the same thing, then there's not gaining or losing the most, right?
You could lose a bunch, but then you'd also gain a bunch.
Maybe. Write down whatever you think is going to happen.
And what if you lost 30 points but gained them all back in the next round?
That would be great. Okay. Okay, so write down your hypothesis.
I'm so confident.
And I'm going to start handing out.
Can we like
I'm just going to put it on the table. Because it will go a little faster. Don't look at your partner.
I'm sorry. She's the killer.
Biggest loser. I mean, we're gonna do
Read your slip of paper, it'll tell you. So as you read through your slip of paper, it's going to tell you what's going to happen with each encounter, okay?
Don't look.
Those things.
Who's on Cooper?
No one's saying, no one's saying.
It was me.
Was it really? Now
So when you get your slip of paper, write down on the top what organism you are, what animal you are. Okay, did everybody get one?
I don't.
You did not. Oh, you
Can
can.
I split with someone? No. I want to split.
No, we're gonna just stick with what we got, all right? I handed them out super random. Okay,
I don't pick the one that I got. I want to split.
that's all right. We might have time to do another round, so you might get a different one. So write down on your paper, organism 1, snake, sunflower, mouse, whatever it is you are, okay? And write down your starting energy points.
I'm really bad at this.
Wait, so when we, let's say someone understands a sunflower and they say like photosynthesis stuff, will you call it out like stuff?
Yeah, I'll remind sunflowers to add 1 point, okay?
Where did we put it?
Okay, is everybody ready? Yes.
Okay, so can we just play like say like less?
Yeah, so in each of the next to round 1, we'll just put +5 or -3, okay? And we'll tally it up at the end.
So like I have 2 things that can be eaten by. If there's somebody else that's not one of the 2 things, what happens?
What does it say? So it's going to tell you everything you need to know. Okay, so these are the only things you can be eaten by. Anything else doesn't matter.
He's a son.
Never mind. Okay, let's say I have 2 things, but like let's say it's a cougar and mice. It isn't, guys.
A mouse, not a mice.
I don't know. And then like, can we eat the snakes and the raccoons?
No, you can't eat. A sunflower. It counts as a
Because
snake.
right up here. If it's not written on your paper, it's written on the other organism's paper, okay? Okay, so is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Okay, what are we doing? You have to hear me say please. I'm not very loud. So everyone stand up and put your hands in this. And if you're a sunflower, don't forget to put a +1 even if you lost some points too, okay? Because you got some energy from the sun. Even though you got, yes, ma'am. Go ahead and just hurry and part this one real quick. But, okay, and then start walking around again.
Is this round 2?
Round 2.
Lily? You think you're the
Okay, ready? B.
Wait, is this the second one?
That was the second round. So you do +1 and then we're going to go to 2 games. Oh, so they took away a few points, Okay, so ready for round 3?
10.
Okay, round 3, go. Hey, eyes up here, hold on, everyone's mouth closed. Raise your hand if you have accomplished rounds 1, 2, and 3. Who has not been able to finish 1, 2, and 3?
Oh, I finished. I finished now.
Okay. So what was
So you're the cougar. Sorry.
Yeah, you can eat me. I'm
Sorry. You're the cougar.
Okay, round 4, ready? Go.
You're not the cougar. James, I challenge you.
Alright, B. You can't get it. Did you get Okay, once you get your 4 rounds done, go ahead and sit down.
Okay, who was the cougar?
Guys, it's not done.
But she lost points.
Everybody go ahead and find this seat.
Minus? Yes. Plus. I know which one.
Okay, go ahead and sit down. Guys, on your feet.
Yeah, you can get in my
5, 4, 3, 2. Thank you. Okay, so now all that you have left is that heat loss from energy, right? That's the only thing that's left. So if you were anything besides a sunflower, so sunflowers, don't worry about this part. If you were a mouse, a snake, a raccoon, or a cougar, put -8.
Why?
Let's go talk about it in just a second, okay?
And I got -8.
So then calculate how many points you have left. 21.
I only used your keyboard.
I got 6.
That's 10.
I have 6.
8,
That's 9 plus 7.
any questions on how to do that?
Let's play again. Wait, who is
We'll
this?
see you next time. I hope we do. Okay. Okay. Who was the cougar? Raise your hand. So, Savannah, how many points did you have at the beginning?
44.
44. How many did you have at the end?
16.
16.
What?
Raise your hand if you were the raccoon. Yes. How many points did you start with?
30.
30. How many did you end up with?
25.
25.
Wait, what the heck? How did she get 16?
Later. We're going to talk about it. Okay, raise your hand if you were a snake. Okay. How many points did snakes start out with?
24.
24. How many did you end up with?
20.
20. How many did you end up with?
11. I ran into like all the snakes.
14. 14. How many did you end up with?
21.
21. Okay. Oh, you. How many did you end up with?
I'm the best snake.
9. Okay. And then what about mice? Are you kidding or a mouse? I'm not gonna ask all of you because there's a lot of you. Okay. But how many of you? How many points did you start out with? 16. And then I'll ask like 3 of you to figure out how many I have left. How many?
12.
12.
10.
10. Yeah.
9.
9. Okay.
I never have all of you.
Raise your hand if you were a sunflower.
Sunflower power.
How many points did sunflower start out with? 10. How many points did you end up with? 10. 12. 12. 6. 11. 8. Okay. So you got kind of good idea.
I got second place.
Yes. Okay. So did it end up like you thought you would? Did the cougar win? No.
I actually thought the mice were gonna win.
I think they were
leaving
us. So compare. I'll wait for you guys. We won't get to do it again if you guys can talk. Okay. So the cougar didn't win. Why not?
Because there's only one of them. Like it can only eat like 4 animals, and they like I don't know, like the sunflower.
The sunflowers get 1 point every round, no matter what, right?
I think in real life the cougar would.
Oh, we do? Yeah. Oh, did you not read your circles? And every time I said +1 sunflowers? That's okay. You know that here.
Oh.
You never listen. Hey, what do you think?
Well, there were a lot more sunflowers than cougars, and the cougars could eat sunflowers.
Okay, so it's more likely that the cougar run into the sunflowers, right, and lose points. What do you think?
I just have a question really fast. If a sunflower ran into a sunflower, wouldn't one of the sunflowers lose points because they could have competition for their...
Probably in a real ecosystem, but in this game, not so much. Okay?
Well, what happened if the sunflower did?
They didn't lose any points. Just nothing happened. They just gained it. Yeah, they just gained a point from it as photosynthesis. Okay, so there's something, and then we had all the animals that weren't sunflowers take away 8 points at the end. Why do you think we did that? What do you think?
Because in order for them to get energy, they have to breathe and just regular life.
Yeah, so you use energy when you're hunting, when you're walking. What do you think?
Maybe they got so many sunburns that hurt them too much and they lost energy.
Okay, so when you guys run a mile, do you get tired?
No.
Do you feel kind of drained after? Okay, well, some people actually. Okay, but you lose energy when you're doing things, when you're doing physical activity, right? So you're always going to, and that energy is lost through heat, like sweat or like stuff like that, okay? So that's why we take away 8 energy points at the end. Good, any questions about that? Okay, and there's also something called the rule of, my words got busy. Okay, as energy flows through an ecosystem, each time you eat, go up the steps, you're going to lose a little bit of energy, okay? It's called the energy pyramid. So we have this pyramid. It's going to be a little bit ski-wampus. So down here, what do you think is on the bottom level? Producer. So this is, in this case, it's the sunflower. Okay? And the next level is our mice, which are primary. Then we have secondary, which are the raccoons and snakes, right? And this is not very to scale. And then up here we have the cougars, which are our tertiary or third level. Okay? And each time, and then the sun is down here.
We're at the top of the food chain.
And I'll move out of the way for you guys back here a second. Okay? So the level. So the sun has all the energy. It provides all the energy for life, right? And when the sunflower gets energy, it only gets 10% of that energy from the sun. That's all it can take in. Okay? And then when the mouse eats the sunflower, it only gets 10% of the energy that the sunflower had. So each time you're losing more and more energy, which is why the cougar ended up with fewer points as compared to what they started with. Okay? So there's going to be a little bit of, there's going to be an energy loss as you go up this pyramid. Okay? So that's a little bit complicated, I know. But you're doing great. Okay? So who was right in their hypothesis about who's going to gain the most and who's going to lose the most? Yeah? Why did you think that?
I was like thinking like energy like wins, like you can't like get 10 points when you only get 2. So I just like
Okay. Because you either gain a lot or you lose a lot, right?
Aren't raccoons omnivores?
Technically, yes. But we're not worrying about that right now, okay?
Let's go by what was in the game.
Yeah, we're just going with what this game said, okay? So, I think we have time to do it one more time, okay? So everyone, here, I'll just take this one. So I'm just gonna, yeah, just pass it, just switch with someone. It doesn't matter if they know who you are right now. Just switch with someone else, okay? We're gonna have to do it really quick. We're gonna have to
Oh, you're a mouse.
Okay, switch with you guys. Okay, ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everyone
Again.
Okay, so for your next organism 2, write down what your new organism is. It's the same thing, I'm so sorry. There's a lot of sunflowers. Okay, so write down what organism 2 is and write your starting energy points. And this round we're going to go a little bit faster, okay? Because we have one more thing we got to get through. So ready? Everyone stand up, put your chairs in. And start walking around. Sunflowers have 1 point for photosynthesis. And start going around for round 2. And B. Okay, round 3, start walking around. Round 3, C. You guys can
Okay, Violet. Not really. We were on round 4? Yeah, you did more. I'm at 25. I think. Oh my gosh, you can give me the pen. I only got 2.
Okay, everyone should be sitting down. So you get, so 1 point every round from photosynthesis, remember? Okay. Okay, so if you were not a sunflower, so if you were a mouse, a raccoon, a snake, or a cougar, put -8 for energy loss from heat. Because you all had to go hunting and it costs a lot of energy.
I won.
Sure, how mice lost less energy?
Everyone just agrees. You're a good thinker. I like your questions. Okay, so then tally up the total number of points you have from the second organism you were, okay?
Okay, so he had these up.
24 minus 5. Hey, who was the
Yeah, I got 23,
How many points did you get?
27.
I think it was 4. You're right,
Guess what? I took
-8.
the 4 times at the second one, I got +2 for each, right? And then he lost his
Okay,
So I have 6.
Cougar, how many points did you end up with?
No, it's not.
You can't get
Cougar!
points every
Cougar, what about Cougar? Wait, how many points do you have? 16. And you started with 44?
Yes.
What of my sunflowers since they had the most points?
What?
How many points did my sunflower have? 12? 14? 11?
Ethan cheated. He added 14 points every time.
Yeah, no, I added 4 points every single time when I got a
How'd you get from 24 to 71?
I think you did your math.
I did my math.
Okay. So what we're going to do now is I want you guys to analyze this data. Okay? I know that's big scary work, but we're going to walk through it, okay?
So 6 points.
Oh, I know.
Okay. So I want you to look at your starting for both organisms and your final for both organisms. Did they generally go up or down? Did you gain energy or lose energy?
On the first round,
For snakes, even if you got a maximum number of snakes, which I did,
What'd you get?
I got less than I originally got. It was 18 points.
No, I got 26 now.
I got 52.
Yeah, here, you can only add 4 points.
Okay.
He did. Yeah.
We're going to erase this stuff. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you guys, eyes up here. I know it's the end of the day, it's getting really exciting. Okay? I need everyone's eyes back in just for a minute. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make a graph so we can compare them visually from what you had from your first round and second round, okay? So I'm going to pretend like I was a sunflower my first round. I'm going to draw my graph like this, okay? And sunflower, I'm going to write it underneath. Okay, so how many points does a sunflower start out with? 10, right? So I'm going to draw my bar to 10, okay? So you're going to, whatever you started with for your first one, okay? Then we're going to do final. So this was our starting, and this is our final points. So say I ended up with 13 points, right? So right here. And then I can see how much energy I gained from that round. Okay. Does that make sense? What questions do you have about that? So for your first organism, you're going to draw a graph. Yes, ma'am.
But what if you didn't gain it, you lost?
Then it would be lower. So say I had only 8 points, then my graph would only come to like right here.
Wait, so let's say I was a snake. I was a snake last round. Would I do another graph about snake?
Yes, we're going to do 2 of them. Okay? So then say my second round, I was a snake, for example. How many points does snake start out with? 24. So that would be like way up here. And then how many points would I end up with? Like 16? We're going to say I ended up with 16, so that's half the amount, right?
End up with 32.
So that's what my graph's going to look like for my 2 rounds. Okay? Yes, ma'am.
What if you got the same organism for both?
Then you can compare both of them. Just do it. You still are going to do it twice. Okay? Yes.
What if our states?
If we say the same, then it's going to be
If I'm-
even.
When I'm done, do I turn in?
Okay, when you're done, we're going to give everyone a few minutes to get through this. Okay? And when you're done, I want you to make that look yours so I know you're done.
Do you want us to do the backside?
Wait,
We'll get there. We'll see if we have time.
wait. What grade do you want to teach?
High school
High school.
or junior high. I haven't decided yet. I like them both. I just like doing silly things sometimes.
She wants to teach where she needs a job.
That's exactly what it is. I do really like 7th grade though. It's been my favorite that I've done so far.
How many grades have you taught?
I have substituted all of them.
Really?
Wow.
What? That's a lot of video on there.
Oh, this is just for my student teaching. That was good.
Oh,
Okay.
Wait, so
And I'll answer personal questions later. How about that? Okay? So when you're done, let me see it. Or with your hands. What are we doing? You can do that too. And if you have any questions, feel free to raise your hand and I can come over and help you.
It's like,
It's
like, back in the day.
That's fun. I didn't know you did. Okay, well then you can just say that. What does it mean? Does anyone else have any questions? Everyone good?
Oh, yeah?
Okay, so now you see those questions on the back?
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to get in groups of 3. Get in groups of 3, so it should be a little bit. If you need some help getting into groups, that's okay. Okay, and I want you to talk about each of the questions. You don't have to write down answers right now if you don't want to, because you don't have very much time left. Well, I guess you have 10 minutes. Okay, write down the answers. Okay, so there's 4 questions, and I want you to talk to them about your partners about it. Someone look at it. Okay.
Jen, come here.
Make sure you're staying with